Hey everyone, so here is my Phantom Knight Moc. He took me about 2 hours to build, and he's upwards of 150 pieces, and I think he looks good for what he was going for. I don't have any particular issues with this build. The only thing that I can think of is that the stomach armor swivels right and left, and his back is a little bit too flat. His arms are one of my favorite things about the build. I love the bicep, besides that this muffler piece will turn out if you make it. But his forearm doesn't have anything wrong with it, and his hand design is really cool. I'll show you his knives closer up in a second. His hands are a really cool design in my opinion. I just put this Technic piece so he can hold on to the knife. But they have 3 fingers and 1 thumb, and it looks pretty good. You can get the hands into pretty good poses. And I really do like his head. Thunder's head finally went to something useful. I love this Bionicle piece. I don't have many of them, but I do use them anytime that I have them not on a build. His legs are pretty cool. I made them double jointed, or I guess double thick, technically, so that they would be super sturdy. And his feet are pretty good, but sometimes they might pop off if you take them off like that. But I put these friction adding pieces on just to make it, well, to add friction to the joints so they don't fall down super easily. Because when I build a big build, he's not super big, but he's bigger than my average. When I build a big build, I want them to be as sturdy as possible for when I'm animating them in stop motion for other videos. So I give them these friction adding pieces so their arms will stay in any position I need them to while animating. So there's not really anything else to go over besides the back of the legs. I really like those. I don't usually put many details on the backs of my builds, but I think those look good. So his stomach actually wasn't originally supposed to be his stomach. I was building a werewolf build, but it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, so I just repurposed it for a Phantom Knight. Also, I like this, I guess, armpit design here. That spiky piece looks pretty cool in my opinion. I don't have anything that I really want to change besides this swiveling stomach armor piece. I think I would give him probably a 7 out of 10. He's one of my best big builds, because I haven't built just a ton of huge builds. I mainly build medium-sized or super small builds. Overall, I really like his design, and now I'll move over to his weapons. Here are the knife pieces. They're only a few pieces each. They're not super complex, and they just attach to the hand through a black Technic. They can spin all the way around unless you just clamp it down with the fingers. So I accidentally knocked this one out of the way, but this one's slightly more complex than this one. I love the Bionicle knife pieces that I used. I don't have a ton of either of those knife pieces, but I think they both look very good. So there's not just a ton to look at on these knives, but they're pretty cool for what they accomplish. Well, that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching, and please check out some of my other videos.